Hi everyone, yes, to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a Greek coffee hot chocolate. This is just something that I thought of one day because it's just getting cooler outside right now. There are guests coming over for holiday parties or different things like that, and I thought what a great idea it would be to make a hot chocolate made with Greek coffee. It's so easy to make, and of course if you don't like Greek coffee, shame on you, you should at least try it once. But if you don't like it, you can use regular coffee or your favorite coffee. Let's get started. So this is so easy to make. I'm going to teach you how to make 1 cup, but you could definitely multiply this to make as many cups as you want. For all of your guests, it comes together in like 5 minutes. So in 1 cup, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use bittersweet chocolate chips, but it won't be as sweet or as rich. You can also do a combination of bittersweet and semi-sweet to get that nice depth of flavor. And then I'm adding some cardamom powder to it. Just a little pinch, it's about 1/4 teaspoon. Cardamom powder already sold that's in the supermarket is not as potent as the little seeds of a cardamom pod. If you were to grind those up fresh, you might need a little bit less, but taste and see as you go. Just leave them in there, and now we're going to prepare the Greek coffee. So in a little briki, which is a Greek coffee pot, I'm going to fill it up with water, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of sugar. You can make it less sweet if you want, but this just adds the perfect amount of sweetness, and a heaping teaspoon of Greek coffee. Greek coffee, if you've never had it, it's powdered, so you never strain it. The grinds stay inside of the cup. You're just going to mix that all up and cook it over the fire until it begins to boil. Before it boils, actually, it's going to start to puff up, and that's how you know it's done, once it starts to create little bubbles on the side. You can pour some of that over the chocolate so it can melt, let it sit for a few seconds, and then whisk it all up. And once all of the chocolate is melted, you're going to return the coffee back to the heat so it can be nice and hot, because it's the one that's over the chocolate will have cooled down a little bit. So go ahead and cook the coffee over the heat for a little bit more until it begins to bubble and creates that beautiful foam on top. And then you're going to pour it over your cup, and you don't mix it at this point because you just don't mix Greek coffee. It doesn't really matter if it has the crema on top, also known as the kaimaki, because we're going to top this with some whipped cream. I always make homemade whipped cream. It's just 2 ingredients. I just put some heavy whipping cream in a bowl, and I added some confectioner sugar to it. You can make it, customize it to make it as sweet as you like. I think I did 1 tablespoon of confectioner sugar. You can add some vanilla if you want, but I didn't. And just whisk it all up. I have this little mini food processor that came with, it's a food processor, it comes with an immersion blender and a little whisk attachment to it. And I'm just using the whisk attachment to whisk this all up until it's nice and thick and creamy. And that's it. I'm going to take a dollop or 2 of the whipped cream, and I'm just going to dollop it over my coffee. And then I'm going to dust some cocoa powder on top and a little bit more cardamom, ground cardamom on top. It smells delicious. It looks so good. Time for the taste test. Oh my goodness, that is so rich. Even though there's no half and half or milk in it like there traditionally is in a hot chocolate, it's still rich and thick and creamy because Greek coffee is a little bit thicker than regular coffee. That chocolate makes it velvety and sweet. The cardamom powder on top is just so good. It goes so well with Greek coffee. I hope you guys give this recipe a try and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you want to make it peppermint flavor, you can totally crumble some peppermint candies on top of it, and even inside of it, and serve it that way too. The measurements for this are on the website. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes,